Here on the Domino's Postgame Report, I'm Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, Clayton State absolutely lights out offensively in the second half, made 14 out of 15 shots at one point, but you weathered every punch and sent some haymakers of your own. What did you see from a highly entertaining pre-Thanksgiving basketball contest?
Well, to say I'm thankful during this Thanksgiving season is an understatement because, like, when you think about their shot making in the second half, they weren't shooting layups.
No.
They were shooting the shots that we'd prefer a team shoot. Tough twos, tough threes, but they were making them. As I said, I knew they're very talented, and they have the ability at any time to do what they did. But, I was really proud of our guys, and as you said, the way our guys sort of weathered the storm. We were sitting there at one point in the second half. They had 17 fouls to our one. I said, guys, me too, it's getting ready to happen. This thing's about to get evened out, and we've got to deal with that reality. We're getting ready to go 5-on-8 right now, and we just got to deal with it. And our guys really, really bought into that, and we stayed poised. We stayed united. And when it was winning time, our guys delivered.
Consistently, though, made an effort to get the ball around the basket.
Yeah.
Led to your team shooting a high percentage, which helped weather that tenacious offensive rally from the Lakers in the second half. What was it about the rim attack that worked for your team today?
Well, I mean, like, we made a big deal to our guys. Like, you go on the road. You don't go on the road and win. You go on the road and rebound. You go on the road and get to the free throw line. You go on the road and you take care of the ball. And, I thought we did all three of those things in a pretty respectful manner. In particular, we got to the line 10 more times than they did. And that really, when you get right down to it, that's the difference, because those are shots that an opponent can't contest, can't defend. Kudos to our guys for following through. Again, the trustworthiness, the self-discipline to follow through with what we are requesting and agreeing to do.
Jalen Shaw came in, reigning Peach Belt Player of the Week.
Yeah.
Absolute monster last week, averaged 15 points and 15 and a half
Yep.
rebounds. He impacted the game, but it was in 23 foul-plagued minutes. Only 5 points, 2 of 4 from the field, but had 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks.
Yeah.
Challenge for your post to handle today.
Yeah, well, he was, and we made a big deal about that, and what our strategy was. And I labeled him a monster, but we got some monsters too. Whenever you have Godzilla versus Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, King Kong versus Godzilla, some things happen. So, I was really pleased that our guys responded. And he is a monster, man, and he's just getting back into it. He was out for 4 or 5 weeks, but so was Monty Johal. So, everybody's got their own little issues they got to deal with, and we're dealing with ours, and they're dealing with theirs. But our guys, today performed well enough to earn a win, a really, really tough road win.
Some would call you a monster for taking candy out of a child's birthday gift bag after not even 24 hours after a birthday party.
Okay, I'm guilty as charged. It was first-degree, premeditated candy thievery, and I am guilty of that.
Given that, and that mentality, I suppose.
That mentality of stealing a child's candy?
That mentality of taking a child's candy. There's your segue. Break down the decision to go with John Zhao. He hadn't hit a shot this game, and he's the guy that puts in dagger with about 45 seconds left to give you pretty much a 2-possession lead from there on out.
John Zhao is the kind of guy, and we've had a couple of them here. Most recently, I think, we had a guy that get a lot of playing time, honestly, but he had a knack for just coming in cold and making shots. Nicholas Knox Rogers was capable of doing that, and I knew there late, like, John would be a big defender. They were trying to drive us and trying to shoot over top, and I thought John would be a little bit more sound for us there. But I knew, like, he has no problem catching the ball and shooting the ball and scoring it, works a lot at it. And our teammates have confidence in him to do that. And today just sort of solidifies that confidence. And, there was never really a doubt. When he shot it, I really and truly thought, like, when he got it, I knew what he was thinking. Like, he was going to pull that thing, and he did. Made it.
You have finished with 5 guys in double figures. Bryant Thomas, the league's leading scorer, absolutely unreal, especially in the second half, and especially given who he had to go against? What did you see out of your senior big man?
Yeah, he's one of the best bigs in our region. Period. It's not even a question. And as a senior, he had big moments today as well. I mean, obviously he made baskets and did it in an efficient way. But he also he rebounds the ball. He has his own shot blocking capabilities, and he was I really was excited to see how he and our army of bigs that we have, how they would do against the bigs from Clayton. And I felt today like our guys really showed that we have some legitimate depth and some guys that can get some things done no matter who we're playing against.
You bring up legitimate depth. Ben Beaker certainly comes to mind. A career-high 14 points in just 14 minutes off the bench. He goes 6 of 7 from the field. What did you see from the Furman transfer today?
Well, he had a great preseason with us and showed time and again how efficient he was. He likes it physically, likes it rough, and he just – this was the kind of game was he's made for, And he's so sort of crafty around the basket. He's got good hands. He can finish over right and left shoulder. But he's also a willing passer. He can facilitate offense on the perimeter and some of our ball scoring continuity stuff. So, I was really pleased with him, and not surprised. I've seen enough in just his first semester on campus. I've seen enough to know that he's very very reliable, and when I put him in, I don't sense we get a drop off. I sense we get another kind of post play that really sort of is a great 1-2 punch with he and Bryant.
All right, you turn your attention now to some Cajun turkey.
That is happening.
But after
juicy and moist, as you know.
You are a big fan of moist turkey. If there's one thing I know about Chuck Benson, he loves a good moist turkey.
Well, what you'll know is I've had some guys on this team. We had this big debate this week. A lot of our guys don't like turkey, and the reason is it's not juicy enough. And I promised them that
you'll fix it.
My Cajun turkey team, they know how to deep fry that thing just right, and it got that crunch on the skin, and you get that juiciness and the moisture you need. There's nothing worse than dried out turkey, and if they've had those bad experiences, I'm going to try to correct that for them.
All right. Well, that's enough food talk, Guy Fieri.
I am salivating right now, to be honest. Just thinking about it.
I don't need that in my headset, sir. After you've eaten yourself into a tryptophan coma, you get the Erskine Flying Fleet on Saturday. What's it take to build on really tough road win with another Conference Carolinas team coming to town?
They're much improved on last year. They're big, really big. Probably the biggest team we've played this year in terms of sheer size. They do a number of things defensively, a number of offensively. They're sort of it's sort of unbelievable that we're going to play a team, and they've got, I think prior to today, I think they had 13 offensive possessions against the zone this year. So we're not exactly sure what to expect there, but I do know they're big. I do know they defend well, and we played them last year and got a win. So I know they're going to be really excited for this season.
All right, Chuck Benson, pleasure as always. Congrats on a nail biter and a great win at Clayton State.
Thanks, Kev. I do want to do another thing. I've got a family full of sickness and illness back in Jefferson City. So I want to let all them know that we're going to be driving safely back and looking forward to seeing them when we get home.
All right, Chuck, thanks for the time.
Thanks, Kevin.
That's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Ben Beaker to the microphone, our Food City player of the game when we come back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.